educating you through my clients, and this week we are focusing on Miguel, who lost a whopping 21 kgs whilst being a busy working professional, whilst having 2 children, and obviously not having much time available to him. As you can see from Miguel's weight graph, he has lost 21 kgs from his highest weight to his lowest weight. Now, we don't have his highest weight because unfortunately we were on a different app at the time of Miguel starting, but you can see he started at 105 and then his lowest body weight was 83 kgs. What's super cool about Miguel, if you look at his graph, is that he's gone through 3 fat loss phases. The first fat loss being a linear deficit, and then you see 2 aggressive deficits. And if you look at the way that the weight graph behaves, it behaves exactly as it should, because Miguel's execution is unbelievable and these strategies are working with the body. So we know in a predicted fashion exactly how weight is going to behave in those aggressive deficits, but also you'll notice there is a little bit of a fluctuation up in weight after each aggressive deficit. This is perfectly normal as muscle glycogen levels fill up again and you have more food going into your system, and no one on earth is going to sustain their lowest body weights after going through something like an aggressive deficit. This is perfectly healthy, and you can see from Miguel's weight graph that it is a very step-by-step process. It is spending time at maintenance, losing body fat, going back to maintenance, waiting for the body to recoup and just upregulate itself again, and then back into a deficit. And you can see how we've repeated that perfectly on 3 separate occasions. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Miguel is a hardworking professional married with 2 kids. He does not have much time available, but if there's one thing I can say about Miguel is that he has an unbelievable level of organization, adherence, and execution. Miguel is extremely resilient, and we have been through this process and journey of him continuously wanting to improve. And the one thing about Miguel is that he didn't lose 10 kgs and then say, you know what, my pain is a little less, let me get a little bit comfortable and complacent. Miguel has had this unrelenting desire to improve. And that's not something that you often see in this day and age. Usually people will become complacent, they will lose their adherence, they will start to become inaccurate. But Miguel, after all this time, is still absolutely pushing through. And next up for Miguel is that he's currently in a maintenance phase, and then just after Easter, we'll be going through one last fat loss phase. And I told Miguel, at that point, he should be done for life. He should have low levels of body fat. He should be able to maintain those low levels because his level of execution and adherence is just unbelievable. And he is now set up for a completely different life, potentially being 25 kgs lighter.